Hi, everybody. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so I want to just give you a quick video on how to write a main method for your inheritance project so you can test out the methods that you've written. So here, you'll see that I have my five classes defined. I'm not going to show you what they say, but just give you a main method that you can use to test them out. First thing you're going to want to do is create 5 vehicles. I just created vehicle V0 through V4 and assigned them to a new vehicle, a new automobile, a new car, a new truck, and a new plane. And I used the parameterized constructors that you hopefully have written for them. So for vehicle, I just put 104, where 100 is the speed, I'm assuming in miles per hour, and capacity is the number of, like that 4 is the capacity, the number of passengers. All right, automobile, same thing, speed, capacity, and then these next two numbers are the mileage and brand. All right, for car, same exact thing as automobile, speed, capacity, mileage, brand, but then I'm also putting in model and number of doors. For truck, speed, capacity, mileage, brand, number of wheels, uh, and then cargo weight, I'm assuming in pounds. And then lastly, plane, speed, capacity, departure, location, and arrival location. All right. So now that I've gotten my vehicle uh, objects, what I'm going to do is simply just display. All right. I'm copying and pasting this so that I don't have to rewrite it, and we can spend less time in the video. You can just type this out yourself. All right, I just do a simple output message saying what object I am displaying. Then I call the object with the display method. All right, and then what I did is I just copied and pasted this another 4 times, and then changed the zeros to the other numbers. All right. Now this part I'm not going to copy paste because I want to talk to you guys about it. We have all these display methods. Then we also specifically for automobile, car, and truck had a new method called horn. All right. Now, some of you guys might think, well, then wait, that's simple. If I wanted to use the horn method on my automobile object, let's say, I would just have to say v1 dot horn, right? There we go. v1 dot horn. Now, actually, here, before I do that, let me just run everything to show you that it works before I do this, or that it should work before I do this, saying connecting to server. All right, I'm just going to switch to this while I refresh all this nonsense. Okay, I've refreshed. Let's just see what this looks like before we add the horn method. Alright, you'll see that this outputs all of the information for vehicle 0 through vehicle 4. Alright, I recommend you doing this as well before you get any further. Alright, now I want to add in this horn method, which if I run this, you should see gives you an error. Alright, it says cannot find symbol. The symbol that it cannot find is this method horn, and that's for variable v1 of type vehicle. All right, and it's very crucial that you see that it says of type vehicle, because this variable is a vehicle variable. All of these variables are vehicle variables. They contain they contain automobile, car, truck, and plane, but they are vehicle variables at their core. And when you declare a variable to be a vehicle, you're saying also to the rest of your main method, I only intend on calling methods on these vehicle variables that could be called on any vehicle variables. And well, frankly, horn is not a method that you can call on any vehicle variable because the vehicle class itself that we defined does not have a horn method. In fact, neither does the plane. The only ones that do are descendants of the automobile class that extends vehicle. So what can we do in the short term? Well, there are a couple of solutions. The first one is you can change each of these variable types to automobile here for V1 through V3, which will certainly make it so that you can call horn on them without a problem. But then come into the problem of, well, we wanted this to be general. We wanted these to just all be vehicles. And then the second thing that you can do is casting, which I'm going to prefer in this instance, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. All right, first what we're going to do, we're going to surround V1 in parentheses. We're just doing this so that we can call horn on the end result while doing all of this nonsense first. All right, then in front of V1, I'm going to put another set of parentheses, and inside that set of parentheses, I'm going to put the object type or data type that I want to cast horn into. All right, and the easiest way to do this as well, since V1, vehicle 1, is the vehicle variable storing an automobile object, let's just convert this into an automobile, where cast is a better word. When you do this casting right here, you'll see our horn method will now work. On the bottom, you'll see V1 horn, toot toot, and everything's fine. Now, if I wanted to do this for V2 and V3, which are my car and truck, I can do exactly that. Copy paste, change the ones to twos and threes respectively, and this should be fine. Now, some of you might say, well, Mr. Sands, V2 isn't an automobile, it's a car, and V3 isn't an automobile, it's a truck. Well, yes and no. They are still both automobiles. They extend the automobile class, making them automobiles uh, inherently. See the word inheritance. Uh, and specifically, you could call them cars, but automobile suffices because automobile has a horn method. So it will look in the automobile class for the horn method, but it'll also see in the other two methods, car and truck, that we have that override tag, which will then say, hey, wait a minute, no, don't use that, uh, horn method, use ours. Ours is better. Ours is more specific. So you'll see if I run it just like this, it won't matter that these are still just automobiles. It will call the more specific method, which is why V2 says beep beep and V3 says honk honk. All right, guys, get this done. I just want you to finish the project for this week. I want it to be an easier week since this should have been your spring break anyway. And yeah, this will be the first grade or one of the first grades for marking period 4. So get at it. If you have any questions, hop in the Discord, shoot me a quick message, and I'll try my best to help you. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.